All right, guys. Once again, Lou Lombardi back here. You can find me on the internet at awakentherockstarwithin.com if you want to find out a little bit more about me. I always like to push that if you guys are looking to get a little more information about what it is that I'm doing. But let's talk about what you're doing. And specifically, one of the things that a lot of us do wrong, especially when we start out in business. Most of us confuse the idea of marketing with advertising. Advertising is just a part. It's just actually a very small part, and actually becoming a even smaller part as time goes by of marketing in general. What is the process? The mistake that a lot of us make is we don't look at getting a new customer. Basically, when we say marketing, basically we say advertising, what we're really thinking is, I want to get a new customer, or I want to get 20 new customers, or 100 new customers, or whatever it is. But I want to get a new customer. Okay, so that is a process. That is not just one thing that you do. The mistake that many of us have made in the past is we hang out our shingle and we go, okay, I'm here, come by. Okay, that typically does not work. Think about yourself. Think about the products and services that you buy. Generally, other than like just commodity type items, groceries, toiletries, things that you're going to need every day. Generally, those type of things, those things you probably just go buy. But almost everything else you're going to shop for. For instance, I'm recording this on a mobile camera phone. I shopped for that. I didn't just go pick one up off the shelf and, throw it in my cart and go get one. I didn't just see an advertisement and go buy one. No, I went and I talked, I compared, it took a little bit of time. There was a process. I had to sort of trust the people that were talking to me about the mobile device to give me good information. So there had to be some trust established there with those people, and with not only with those people, but with the product itself. I had to kind of come to believe that this could really do what it was that I needed. And this brings to another issue of solving a problem. Now, there is a lot here. Okay, we could get into, and we will get into the minutia of this in time. But what I'm basically here to give you guys is the basic overview of what the process is, so that you are thinking in terms of a process and not just as a one-time, one-shot deal. Unless you have millions of dollars to spend on advertising, the idea of just throwing up an ad and then people will come does not work. Okay, you will spend thousands, if not millions, to just get a handful of customers. If you're Coke, Pepsi, McDonald's, Sears, Walmart, you have those kind of resources, you can do that. You already have an established, trusted brand. But you are like me, you're relatively unknown, you're just getting out there. So what you have to do is, first of all, you've got to think about your product and who would be interested in your product. Think about your product, think about what kind of problems that product can solve for people. Every product solves a problem, so don't think that your product doesn't. You just haven't figured that out, okay? So what you want to do is think about those two things, and then you want to go well, how can I find those people that might have this problem that my product can solve? Well, I need to find those people, okay? Then once I find those people, I need to convince them to sign up with me. To, as they say, this is a buzzword, a buzz phrase you're going to hear a lot is, get on my list or join my list. You guys joined my list. You opted in. Okay. Opting in is another buzzword. That meant that when you saw the little form, you said, oh yeah, I'm interested in that. And you gave me your name and email and you came here. Okay. So you have to have a mechanism for reaching out to those people, for finding those people, first of all, then getting them to opt in, or in another buzzword or another technical, it's not really a buzzword, it's a technical phrase in the business, is capture people. Now, you're not going to go out and, throw a hood over somebody, drag them into a van. No, you're going to get them to volunteer their name and email address, or maybe their name and full email address, or maybe their name and phone number, to you in exchange for some sort of offer. Again, when you guys signed up for this, there was a link that took you to a video. So that was the offer, and it got you in the door and got you interested. And we tried to talk to you guys about what problem you might be having and how we might be able to help you solve it. Okay, that's it. Now, once you got your people in your list, you need to start communicating with them on a regular basis. That's what these daily videos are doing. Okay, so while it's good, let me give you another little hint, just a little sidebar here. While it's very awesome to do what I say, you might want to do what I do as well, okay? Because us people in the business, very often, we're just going and going and going. We sometimes don't realize even all the little steps that we're actually taking. So pay attention to how you were brought into this process here, because you want to duplicate that process, okay? So once you have them in, then you need to kind of start continue the conversation about what it is and their problem and how to help them. A good thing to do is to, and again, this is just a little extra bonus here, is you don't want to just sell. You want to actually talk to people and give them some good content. That's another technical term in the business. Content is what I've been giving you guys in these past videos. Different ideas, tips, things will help you, some motivation to get you moving forward to pursue your goals and dreams. Okay? After they get to know you a little bit through maybe videos or emails or newsletters or your blog, they are much more likely to want to hand over their hard-earned cash. Okay, so it takes a little bit of time. Marketing is a process. Sales is a process. There's a statistic that says people tend to need to hear about something 7 to 10 times before they can sort of recognize it and it's sort of okay with them in their mind and in their emotions. Okay, emotions are a whole other subject. We'll do some more videos about using emotion to help promote what you're doing. But get with this idea, guys, that this is a process. Okay, process number 1, figure out who your market is and what kind of problems they have and how your product can solve their problems. Number 2, you need to find the people that are in that market. Number 3, you need to find some way to get them to come into what you're doing, to opt in, so to speak, or you need to find a way to capture them, okay? Then you need to follow up and as often as possible, daily, every other day, at least once a week, reach out to them with some really great content, stuff that just helps them, stuff that they can benefit their lives. You're not selling them necessarily, okay? And then at the end of that process, they're going to be much more likely to want to pay you for something. They're going to, you've established trust, okay? So make sure you follow this. Replay this video, maybe take a couple of notes on that. It's pretty simple, but those are the steps that you want to start implementing right away. So think about how you can do that. I can give you one more hint as we go here. As on my way out the door here, I just want to let you guys know that if you are struggling with this idea of the process, the VSN setup down here has a lot of that already done for you. Actually, it does most of it for you. So it's very, very cool. I hope that you check it out. There's more information in the email below, so please look into that at your leisure. My name is Lou Lombardi, and you can, as I said, you can find me on the internet at Awaken the Rockstar Within. Get with the process, guys. Forget about the idea of hanging up a sign or putting up a banner ad and money just flows in. You've got to get with the process. Check out the VSN products below, and I will see you guys in the next email. Thanks.